And what'd you mean by my days are numbered, old hack?
Gary, you gotta watch out for this vehicle blow's character. He's saying some pretty weird shit about you in private message.
Oh my God, somebody's saying things behind my back. Oh no! I will get hysterical now. You know, gee, that's never happened before. People are saying evil things behind my back. Oh no.
Grain of salt.
It wasn't really evil as much as it was, perverted.
Oh, whatever. Oh, Gary, I think Gary fucks donkeys. I really think he does. He's got that donkey fucker look. You can tell just by looking at him. You know, oh my God. I've been called a donkey fucker.
I wasn't saying nothing other than,
Yeah, alright.
I think the buildings came down with explosives, but, that's about it, really.
Yeah, right. It is. 10,000 gallons of airline fuel flown into the building at 300 miles an hour. No, that won't cause a fire. It won't cause a building to fall down. Hell no. You know, explosives. It's just so wacky. Let's go to the trouble, put explosives in the building, and we'll cover it up by flying an airplane into it. Oh, goddamn.
Oh, boy.
Alright. I got one point, though. One thing that is fishy is that they found the fucker's passport outside of the building in the fucking rubble. That seems a little bit ridiculous.
What, that they found his passport? I mean, they found
the
his
guy that was
nose.
flying the fucking plane.
They found his fucking nose.
They
I
didn't
mean,
find
the
nobody's
guy who was
fucking
flying
nose.
they had to look. The one guy who was flying the plane actually survived pretty well. I mean, his torso was still strapped in the damn chair, and it landed out in the fucking street. I mean, the guy flying the fucking plane landed in the fucking street.
No, I never even heard that. Never even heard that part.
Yeah, I mean, he was one. That's how they identified. Well, he was one of the first people they identified because it was, you know, his torso was still strapped in the fucking pilot's chair. I mean, that's, you know, that's how they started putting it together pretty quick. So they had terrorist in the seat.
Oh, it's the physics, dude. It's I work with metal, and it's just the physics that screw me
Well,
on it.
no, there's no
I
physics.
thought
I'm
that
sorry.
thing was
There's
solid.
absolutely no physics. I mean, I've done welding. I've worked with metal too, and there's a thing called metal fatigue. You know, and there's no fucking. When you go watch the video again, go watch when they have a perfect video of that second plane when it goes into that building, and you have that explosion, and they're filming it from the helicopter, and you see this fucking explosion. I mean, it's this huge fucking explosion. I mean, it's just amazing the energy that must be in that explosion, and to say that, wow, what a big surprise that it did some fucking substantial damage. Oh yeah, duh.
So then why didn't it pull it to the side or something? Why didn't it like punch a hole in the thing and bend the whole structure over to like one side and then start falling down?
Because it was netted.
Like one direction.
It was netted. It absorbed the shock waves like a fucking sponge.
So then why didn't it shear off?
Well, it doesn't. Number one, it's gravity. Okay, you don't. Okay, if a building's going to collapse, it's going to collapse all at once. Okay, because it's a matter, like you said, of physics. It's not going to tilt to one side. Because once it goes, it's all going. Okay, because there's a zillion tons. I mean, when you got 5, 6, how many stories? 10 stories above where the plane hit. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of weight. So anything, as soon as one little thing gives, and that building, as soon as it moves 1 fucking inch, 1 fucking centimeter of movement, that momentum is unstoppable now. Because now you have like 10 trains worth of momentum, and you can't stop 10 trains. You know, it takes hundreds of feet to stop 10 trains, and the same dynamic is in place. So once it moves that little tiny bit, you're never stopping it. It's going to finish the job.
I know the pancake.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. So a fire for a half an hour after a big, huge explosion. Then you just have enough. You got you got 6, 7, 8, 900 degrees worth of fucking constant heat on a steel structure. I mean, shit. Yeah, it's gonna fall fucking down. It's a ton of fucking weight.
It really doesn't matter because they do have us, and we're under control. So it really doesn't matter. Either way.
Whatever. The
Cavemen
whole
or
thing is as silly as this theory. I'm just sorry. I mean, the whole world could have gone exactly the opposite way. This could have been a great, Martin Luther King kind of moment. All right, this 9/11 could have gone exactly the opposite way. This could have been a shining moment where people say, we got to do something about this hate shit. We got to get over this crap. All right, we're killing each other. We're killing innocent people. We're blowing up civilization. So if it was a little different atmosphere, if there was somebody who stood up, like Jerry Brown or Ralph Nader, or if somebody else had some balls, and they would have gone there with a megaphone and talked the president into the ground and said, your hate is not going to solve this problem. Your revenge is not going to solve this problem. What we have to do as human beings is talk to each other. We have to resolve these conflicts. I'm just saying this could have been a moment where everything changed exactly the opposite way. And it was only because George motherfucking cunt Bush was our motherfucking shitbag president that it turned into the disaster it did. Because he wanted to get into Iraq, and this gave him his excuse. But, I mean, that's the context of this thing. But to sit there and say that somehow the CIA is conspiring with Osama bin Laden and Arab terror, I mean, it's just preposterous.
Do you think there's possibly like a third thing that could be going on here? I never thought that they actually were behind it, but when you saw that he was sat in that kid's classroom giving that talk to the kids,
yeah, well, I'm just
when
saying
he
they
got
own
told
us in
about
all
it,
kinds
the
of
exact
subtle
moment
ways,
that it happened.
but you got to figure too, if somebody's going to have a conspiracy to fuck with us, they're not going to leave it open to chance. And that this
What is wrong with that?
fucking ways that there's no way that they would take that calculated risk. Sorry, fucker, you're getting out of here. Fucking making noises. I don't care for her. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to get something to drink. You must entertain yourself. Nuclear. Okay, you're good at babbling. Do some irrelevant, nonsensical, incomprehensible babbling now.
Right, can you hear me? Nukes, can you hear me or what? Hello, can you hear me? I don't know if my microphone's working. Oh, cool. Right, yeah, I was just trying to say, male with no name and everybody else, that, there's like a third way you could look at this, because I don't know if you heard this, I've just said this a minute ago. I never thought that they were behind it, but I thought that they might have known that it was going to happen and when it was going to happen, because, yeah, when he was sat in that kid's classroom, when he got told at the exact moment that it happened, I just kind of felt that was a little bit fucking coincidental, a bit too fucking much. So I never thought they were behind it, but yeah, I thought they knew it was going to happen, because you know that obviously the Bush inner circle had directly affected the kind of operations of Osama's crew. They'd directly kind of fucked them over. So
how would you direct that to somebody who actually lost somebody in that particular tragedy? Just curious.
how would you direct it to someone? I don't know.
How would
Look,
you?
I don't
How
even
would
think that's
you
terribly relevant.
project what you just said? Would you say it the way you said it, or would you say it differently?
It doesn't matter, okay? I mean, that's getting way too personal. I mean, obviously,
Would you say, "Hey, I
obviously there's
think
people